Grab your cup. If you've ever had depression, you're depressed right now, maybe for many years you sort of lived at a low level of depression, meaning you function in life, maybe people don't even realize because you keep a pretty good face on, but you don't ever really feel happy. You get home at the end of the day and you sort of feel the heaviness of that, but you're going through your life that way, or even a higher level of depression. I want you to listen up, because this is a main contributor to depression, that you can actually make a difference if you're willing to do the work for yourself. You can really shift this and release this particular cause, which is a big one, of depression, okay? So here it is. It has to do with our emotions, and remember, emotion is energy in motion. We all have emotions. We're designed to have emotions. It's how we are wired. We think and we have emotions that go along with our thoughts. How we learn to process our emotions, which happens when we're young. We're looking to the people who are our leaders, our parents in our house, whoever's our caregivers. They are our leaders, and we look to them, we mirror them, and we listen to them about how we're supposed to do things, including emotions. So sometimes we were in households where it wasn't safe to process your emotions. There was already a lot of anger or stress, and if you were a little kid and you got upset, it made it worse. You learned pretty quickly, people don't want to hear me upset. Or you just didn't want to add to the problem. So that could be one scenario. Or the leaders that you were watching, they didn't handle their emotions. There was no emotional expression. So you learned, I'm going to shove this down. Or maybe people just kind of left you on your own and nobody taught you. They were not nurtured. You were not nurtured to feel your emotions and express them and let them move through. So you learned to be really independent and to shove the emotions aside and just keep doing what you needed to do. Whatever the scenario was, it was a way that you learned to manage your emotions, which was let me shove them down. So what happens is they go into like a box. It's like we shove our emotions down into a box or a basket, and that starts when we're really young. And then as decades go by, that basket, that box gets fuller and fuller and fuller. And it takes a lot of energy to hold the lid on the box. So all of the energy that you are giving to holding all of those unprocessed emotions down, because they don't go away. Energy, you know from high school science, energy never, you can't destroy it. So if you're not moving the energy of emotions through your body, it's still in there, and you're spending a lot of energy holding it down. Think about the word depressed. Depressed. You're holding something down. Think of it this way. A beach ball. If you picture a beach ball, one of the really big ones that's blown up all the way, and you had to hold that beach ball under the water, it would take a lot of energy. It would take both hands to be holding that beach ball under the water so it doesn't pop up, so the emotions don't come up, right? All of that energy that you're expending to keep everything down is, number one, causing exhaustion. It's zapping you of energy. So another way we look at the word depressed is deep rest. All of the energy that you've been expending, finally your body and your nervous system are saying, this is too much. I can't keep holding this down. I need deep rest. So now I'm depressed. So, you know, just looking at the word itself, we could look at it that way. We could look at it as pressing something down. But either way, you can see how the effort that it takes is going to draw from the energy that you have, which is going to make everything throughout your day seem harder. Everything seems heavier. And by the way, when you are expending that kind of energy just to keep things shoved down in a box, the first place it's going to draw from is your immune system, because the energy has to come from somewhere to be able to be holding that down all this time. So your immune system will be the first giver of energy, which means you get sick a lot. respiratory infections, colds, bronchitis every year, any virus that comes along. You're going to be vulnerable. And the bigger things as well, not just those, but the autoimmune conditions. For definitely, the research shows the correlation between the rise of autoimmune conditions, and people who aren't nurturing themselves and allowing their emotions to be expressed. Particularly women are in that category. Okay, so the energy is going to get drawn from other systems of your body, starting with your immune system. But then here's another important piece, is you don't get to choose which emotions you're going to shove down. It doesn't work that way. So if shoving down, not feeling, not addressing, avoiding is your go-to style, the same thing will happen with joy, with peace, with happiness. Those emotions renew us. When we actually feel the energy of joy in our body, it's energy in motion, right? There's an energetic frequency of that. When we actually feel that in our body, we are renewing the immune system. We are renewing our soul. We are renewing all of the systems of our body. So now by shoving everything down, you're expending a lot of energy. You're holding that energy in your body for years, which is disrupting all the systems of your body. You're minimizing what you actually can feel. So you don't want to feel the lows. You keep yourself pretty just at baseline, right? Just moving through the day. But then you don't get to feel the highs as well. So you're not experiencing and feeling those higher emotions that feel good. And you're also not renewing the energy of your body by robbing yourself of feeling them. Because those are the things that help our body get back into balance, that help our immune system, that help our hormones and the endocrine system. Huge. So all of that comes into play as to why you're feeling depressed or have stayed in a level of depression. And the good news about that is you can change that. You can learn how to process emotions appropriately in a way that feels good. You have to shift your belief system about it, the way you've wired yourself, but that's why we rewire. Rewiring, it's never a hard drive, like the equipment's bad. It's like a virus that needs to be rewired in how we think and feel, how you learn to navigate that. That's the work that I do with people, particularly in the Return to You program, which is open for enrollment if you are interested in not living in depression anymore, not bottling yourself up, allowing your health and your physical body to function the way it's meant to. So if you have health issues, autoimmune, maybe not yet diagnosed, but you've got symptoms, digestive issues, there's a relationship here as well, okay? So depression does not need to be managed just by prescriptions and medications and feeling like life is never going to feel better. You can get your sovereignty back, your autonomy back over your life and your body if you're willing to do the work. If you are, put ready in the comments and I'll make sure that we connect so that we can talk about it. Okay? Have a good day.